Haribol to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most important topics out of all 2024. This is the powerful transit of Mars journey. Mars is going to be going retrograde. It's also going to be going debilitated, back into Gemini, then direct, back into debilitation again. We're about to go through a massive adventure and journey with Mars, taking us into a powerful transformation that we are all ready for. And I am so excited to be here to tell you all the tea about it and how we're going to get you prepared so that you can surf these astral waves in the most graceful way and get the most benefit out of these very challenging times that Mars is going to be bringing for all of us. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is ODESSY. I am a Vedic astrologer, as well as a practitioner of the Vedic arts, and as well as a spiritual coach. So if you are into any of those things, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, guys, let's see what this powerful transit of Mars, the journey of Mars from 2024 to 2025 has in store for all of us.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri.
And I just want to take this moment to say thank you to all my beautiful exclusive members. You guys are definitely an amazing help here in Astral Motivation. I am so grateful for my beautiful little lotuses, and we cannot wait for you to also join us in the exclusive members where we get to do rituals as well as learn Vedic astrology. And you also get to watch the videos first before anybody else. So we'll see you then, and you can find all the information in the description here below. Alrighty, guys, let's talk about Mars, baby. This is the way that 2024 is going to end with a bang. And I've been looking at this aspect since the beginning of the year, and I know that is going to be a journey. So I want you to fasten your seatbelts because you're about to go through a massive transformation, especially my Aries, Scorpios, Capricorns, and Cancers. Yes, if you have a sun or ascendant or a moon sign in any of the signs, you guys are definitely going to be feeling this to the next level. So let's prepare yourselves. First and foremost, we need to understand what is Mars. Mars is the planet of action. Mars is the Lord of War. Mars is the soldier of the zodiac. Mars is the drive within us, is that passion within us, is that energy that makes us take action, makes us wake up every single day, and it helps us to survive in this world, in this life. And so Mars is a very important sign. And if you are an Aries or a Scorpio, or if you have moon conjunct Aries, Aries conjunct ascendant, sun conjunct Mars, you have a very powerful Mars, then you are definitely going to be feeling this. Or if you're going through your Mars Mahadasha or Antardasha, you're really going to be feeling this very strongly. So those are the people that really need to be watching out, but we are all collectively going to still feel it. So what is happening with Mars? Why is Mars going to be going through such a powerful transformation? Well, first and foremost, this journey started back in August when Mars went into Gemini. And now Mars has entered the sign of Cancer. And let me pull the chart here for you guys so you guys can follow along. Mars has just entered the sign of Cancer on October 21st of 2024. And this is debilitation. This is where Mars doesn't like to be. A debilitation means that the planet becomes quite debilitated in this sign. Why? Because the nature of the planet doesn't go with the nature of the sign. So let's think about this. Why would Mars go debilitated in Cancer? Well, first and foremost, what is Mars? Mars is war. Mars is action. Mars is drive. Mars is impulsibility. Mars is survival. And it goes into the sign of Cancer, which is literally the mother, the home, the homeland. This is the comfort zone. And Mars doesn't do well in this. Why? Because it's like literally putting a soldier in the middle of your home. Like, what are they going to do with that gun in the middle of the home? It doesn't belong there. It just doesn't belong unless they're defending. And this could be a big thing that may be happening around the world where people may start defending their homeland. That's just a little side note. We'd love to hear what you got to say in the comments about that. This is collectively around the world. We're all going to be feeling this energy. So when Mars also becomes debilitated here in this sign, because it's literally like, what is a soldier doing in the middle of a home? No, the soldier needs to be out there defending. Also, if the soldier is too much in the house, what happens to the soldier? Comfort zone, baby. They become lazy. They become just, it debilitates this Mars energy. Mars, on the contrary, becomes exalted in the sign of Capricorn, the opposite of Cancer. Why? Because Capricorn is stoic. Capricorn is the general. Capricorn has a vision. Capricorn doesn't let the emotions get in the way because it has a duty to do. It needs to do something, and that's the duty, and responsibility goes beyond anything else. And when Mars goes in this energy of Capricorn, it really thrives. But when it goes into the energy of Cancer, now it becomes emotional. Imagine having a super emotional, like, warrior, impulsive, getting upset of everything, not being able to control their emotions, and they have a gun in their hands. Crazy. Yes, that is what Mars is about. Mars doesn't like being in the sign of Cancer. So what can we expect when Mars goes into the sign of Cancer? Emotional impulsibility, emotional outbursts of anger and tantrums, pretty much explosive emotions. We can be having a lot of reactivity around our emotions. We may be feeling more emotional than before. We may be feeling more sentimental. We may be feeling more, we may start taking things more personal than before. We are really sensitive. Collectively, we're going to start becoming very, very sensitive. And this, I can't really predict how it's going to turn out, guys, because of course, we all have free will at the end of the day. And it is about how you use and utilize this energy and where it is that you want to take it. This can start making people to wake up that no longer the comfortability can be any more comfortable. And their emotional reactivity may get them to start taking action to say no and to reclaim their homeland once again. It may wake them up in that sense, or it may make them more of a coward, where they might just be too emotional about it. But I am feeling, and I'm sure you guys are feeling this too, and I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments. Something is coming in the horizon for all of us in this planet Earth. Something. We may be feeling this war, like a war coming, or some chaos. It's like we know that if there's, like, we're just waiting for that straw in the back of the camel's back where it just cracks everything. But everybody's feeling like it's about to hit the fan, right? So this Mars is a little bit, makes things more sensitive, makes everybody more sensitive, makes everybody more emotionally impulsive, makes everybody more emotionally active. And we may start taking emotional actions around our reactivity. So this is where we need to keep ourselves grounded, guys. It is extremely important that during this time, you keep yourself grounded by the rhythm as well. Like, use music, use rhythm to soothe your emotions, to soothe yourself. Go and get grounded. Go and take your shoes off and have some grounding. Do some meditation. Of course, meditation, mantra chanting is going to be so powerful at this time to help you not lose control and to keep you firm during this time, and that you don't get caught up in the emotional whirlpool. Now, not just that, not just the fact that Mars is going to be in debilitation, but then is going to start moving retrograde in debilitation. Yeah. That is going to be very powerful. And that retrograde is going to start on December 7th. So Mars is still in Cancer this whole time. And on the December 7th, it's going to start moving retrograde. Now, retrograde motion is something that not a lot of people understand. They literally think that the planet is going to start moving backwards. No, this doesn't happen. What happens in the sky is something kind of like this. This is a shot of a planet going into retrograde motion. And you can see that it's not that it's moving backwards. What it's doing is like a loop-de-loop. That's what it's doing. It's doing like a little loop around, and then it goes. So from where we're looking at, from where we're standing on planet Earth, it looks like it's moving backwards. It can give that sort of illusion, but it's not literally that the planet's moving backwards. The planet is just doing a loop-de-loop. It's just going around and doing a little hoop. So that is the phenomenon of retrograde motion. And the retrograde motion happens to all the planets except the moon and the sun. We know that that Mercury goes retrograde 4 times a year, Venus and Mars around 2 years and a half each, and Jupiter every single year, Saturn every single year, and as well as the later planets, as Uranus and Pluto and Neptune, they also go retrograde once a year. So this retrograde motion is not something that it's too rare, but when it happens, we feel it. We feel it very strongly. And of course, my Aries, Capricorns, Scorpios, and Cancers are going to be feeling it the most, because this is where we're having this very powerful energy with Mars. So Mars is going to start moving retrograde. And this, of course, it's going to be different for everybody. I'm doing a very general reading. And if you would like to understand more how it's going to be affecting your personal sign, your personal horoscope, and how you can handle it and manage it, then I suggest that you have a private consultation with me. You can book one in the description here below, and we can go deep into that. But pretty much as it starts moving backwards, there's 2 things that could happen here. One, either the planet starts acting like a Capricorn. It starts acting as an exaltation, because it's going to do the opposite. When we go into retrograde motions, the planet, it starts doing the opposite of what it usually does. But because it's in debilitation, sometimes it could even counteract that and make it strong once again. So, of course, it's going to be up to everybody. And I really believe that it is about listening to the intuition and knowing how to act with your emotions and thinking before you act, really analyzing and strategizing before you go forward. And this is a time where bringing that Capricorn energy is going to really, really help us, which is stoic, responsible, grounded, unfazed, cool and collected, baby. Okay, that is what a Capricorn is. Cool and collected. And so that is how we have to, we need to summon this energy so that we don't get carried away by the Mars in Cancer and its emotional roller coaster. We need to really watch out for anger. Okay. And look at your anger. Why is the anger coming up? I mean, I'm not telling you guys to repress your anger. I'm not telling you guys to repress everything. I'm telling you that all these triggers are going to come up. Usually we do repress them, and usually we have them under lock. But now that Mars is going to be going into debilitation and retrograde motion, we're not going to have that much control as we usually do. And so what is going to start coming up, if there's outbursts, if there's these things, if you're starting to look at yourself and you're like, man, I'm really upset, I'm really angry, this really pisses me off, then look why. Why? And this is to help us. It is not just to cause chaos. It's here to help us, to show us what are our values, what do we believe in, what is important to us, what do we want to fight for. And that's why I think that it could really bring up a lot of patriotism for everybody around the world. There could be a lot of this. And of course, there could also be our leaders that can start becoming more emotionally, if they're not cool and collected, they can start becoming more emotional and start making decisions out of emotions. So yes, I do feel that this aspect is going to make the world more tense. The tensions are going to get higher. And if we don't know how to manage these things and we let ourselves be carried away by it, yes, we might end up in some sort of war. God forbid we don't. But the energies here are very, very strong with this Mars debilitated here. Now, where's our saving grace? The saving grace lies in Jupiter. because Jupiter's in Migrashira Nakshatra. Migrashira is ruled by Mars. Here, Jupiter is the one that is really helping. And it's saying, be wise, be wise, be wise. If you're angry, it is because somebody has crossed your boundary and you no longer can tolerate this and things need to change now. Take action, and take action in the most dharmic way possible. Stay with your dharma, stay with the righteousness, stay with the values. Especially if you have the values of God, you are going to be very much under shelter and safe. But Jupiter here is the one that is bringing us that healing. And it's saying, if you are true and genuine and you have integrity of character, you're not hiding things. What you see is what you get. These are my values. This is who I am. And I'm stubborn about it. And I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm going to take the most dharmic path. That is going to be the best way to go about it. Of course, the spiritual practices are going to be fantastic. Prayer, meditation, chanting, very, very important to have these things during this time. And of course, just to bring a little bit of the aspects that are also happening with this Mars, is that we're also going to be having Pluto. Pluto, even though it's a very far away planet, Pluto here is really bringing a lot of power struggle energy, okay? There is a power struggle, and the main power struggle that is happening here is between Mars and Saturn, because they're aspecting each other at this time. Okay, so Mars aspects every 8th, and Aquarius is that 8th, and so they're into war. They're like in a war energy right now, and Saturn does the 5th aspect. So this is very, very intense at this time. Life is it's going to feel this, either you take it and you are responsible and you take the longer route and it's going to feel heavy and it's going to feel dense and it's going to feel annoying, or you're going to lose your cool, outburst, and explode. Do not do this. Mars thinks it's going to win. Mars thinks that it can win this war, but it cannot win the war because it is in debilitation. And once it goes into retrograde, it's going to be more thinking that it's going to win the war. So that's why the way to balance this is not just by being taken over by your emotions, but by coming into balance with that Capricorn energy. That's where you're going to find the power, not letting every single reactivity, be more equanimous and stay more grounded, stay more firm, and do not let the emotions take the best of you. And always utilize that wisdom, that dharma, that wants to come through. There is something that it wants to show you, that why you're getting pissed and why something you don't like it anymore. This is no longer a comfort zone. This is no longer something comfortable. And that's what Mars is trying to show us. And it's doing it it's a matter of you receiving this lesson with the most humility as possible. And that is what's going to soothe the path. Then, of course, Mars keeps retrograding and is going to get back into Gemini. And when it starts retrograding to Gemini, that's going to be on the 23rd of February of 2025. It goes back to Gemini, which may start touching up on some things that happened on 2023, especially in August and September. We may be closing some loose ends, finishing some things that we need to finish. There is some things that are also changing here. And a lot of what's happening, because this cusp between Gemini and Cancer is the cusp of where we take the intellect into the heart. Is that Purnavasu Nakshatra, that where it goes into these realizations of the mind and how do we integrate them into the heart, into our soul, into the core of who we are, and feel them. It's not just all these ideas, but now it's an emotion, it's a mood. And this makes it a concept. So these things are also going to change in ourselves. We may have some changes of perception, changes of thinking of, you thought you wanted something, but now you don't want it. You thought you wanted to have it in this way, but now you want something else. You are also kind of clearing out any more mental clutter, mental debris that have led you into so much confusion. And you're getting rid of all those things. There's been something there that needs to be closed off because it has been hindering the ability to really move forward. So much so that Mars has to do this whole dance to help us get through this. So it will come back to Gemini, and I will be doing a video once it goes in there. I will be doing some couple of videos on this Mars retrograde because it's such a long journey that Mars is taking us on with these two planets. And I will be doing a little horoscope for each individual sign so that you guys can understand a little bit more what's happening here. But then finally, Mars is going to start moving direct once again, and it will start moving direct once again on. Oh, no. So it goes into Gemini on January 23rd, and then it moves direct on February 25th of 2025. And then it comes back into Cancer on April 3rd, and then it finally leaves the sign of Cancer on June 7th of 2025. This is a long journey, baby. But let's see what we have here in store for you. So what do we need to take? These are the to-dos: meditation, mantra chanting, dance, use rhythm, have some sort of good soothing music, take a lot of water baths, drink a lot of water, and be equanimous and do not react to everything. Look at your emotions and look at the anger that is coming up for you so that you can understand and integrate something that needs to be integrated. Also, I highly suggest dancing as well. Anything rhythmic will help you to kind of get back into a good flow. Also, I would suggest no surgeries. I would suggest don't buy any land at this time, especially when Mars goes retrograde. More than anything, when Mars goes retrograde, be careful with knives, be careful with machinery. We can be more susceptible to getting into accidents. I wouldn't suggest to buy a car at this time. I wouldn't suggest to buy land, to buy housing at this time. I will wait until Mars moves forward once again. That will be a better time to do it. And yes, just be cautious with machinery and be cautious with anything sharp and knife-like, okay? And even guns, be careful with those too as well. So that is my little prediction here for the transits. And now I just want to give you guys a little short horoscope or forecast for each individual sign and how this is going to be affecting you guys, okay? So definitely check your ascendant sun and moon sign so that you're ready, so that you can have a full forecast of everything that is going to happen. And of course, we're going to get started with our beautiful, one second, it's opening, with our beautiful Aries. Okay, Aries. So Aries, Mars, your planet, is going to go backwards. You really are going to be feeling this, okay? Your planet, Mars, is going to be going retrograde. It's also going to be going debilitated. You're really going to be feeling a lot of these shifts and transformations. And for you, my beautiful Aries, the focus is on the home sector. Something going on with the home, something going on with the mother, something going on with your, if you're a parent, if you're a mother, if you're a father, if maybe you are getting a new place, renovating your home, something going on in the family sector that really needs a lot of reevaluation, and even your relationship with your loved ones, with your family, with your mother. So if you have any beef with your mother, these things are really going to be coming up at this time right now very strongly for you, as well as going back into memory lane and back into the past and back into your childhood wounds. These are the things that are really getting deep. And so you are going to really feel these emotions. You're really going to feel them. You're going to feel sensitive, okay, Aries? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Mars right now wants you to explore these very sensitive parts of yourself. And as it moves backwards, then it's going to make you have a change of perception, a change of how you perceive things or go about things, maybe a change of perception in your family, in your home life, or what it is that makes you happy. All of these things are going to have a different change. So that's why I say, you know, if you're thinking of buying a car, property, I would say to hold on to it. Or if you already bought it, that's fine. This is the time to like put it all to work, make it nice. But don't purchase it while Mars is retrograding. Don't purchase this because it could be an issue later. So yeah, as I said, memory lane, there's a lot of memories coming up for you from the past, from childhood, from past lovers, from past everything. And I want you to be careful with this because I don't want you to get too nostalgic. I don't want you to get too melancholic or nostalgic. Like, it's okay just see it for what it is. If you need to write down your journal, okay, like I would really suggest for you to journal, just write things down, let them go. If you need to cry it out, give yourself what it is that you need to cry it out, like let the emotions go, like go there, okay? All of this is making you become more spiritually strong, but at this time you feel like there's a giant weight upon you, like maybe you're the one who's trying to do everything, maybe you're the super mom who's trying to make everything happen for everybody, or it's different. It's going to be different for everybody, but there is a massive challenge here that is making you feel like, man, this is heavy. Or maybe some of you guys have been carrying some heaviness from childhood, or maybe you've been carrying some heaviness from family issues. There's just heaviness here going on, and you no longer need to carry these things, because this is the part of you that is the most sensitive, the most delicate part of you. And this is something that you're ready to transform. Okay. You're ready to feel lighter from within. You're ready to feel better in your home. You need to feel like you belong, like you really belong in this place with these people, with this family, that you're not feeling like, that you're feeling good in your home. This is important. So I am seeing that this whole transit will help you to get rid of this weight, this heavy weight that you could have been feeling, this burden, some burden that you could have been feeling, and it will take you into your shadow. You are going to be doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of transformation here going on for you. I would say be careful with communities and families. If there's some sort of correlation here for you where there's like networks of people connected to your family, your dreams and aspirations connected to you, your home life or your family, just do not let these things become something of a war against each other, and try to keep the peace in all these aspects, and let other people help you too. You know, friends are there for you. They really want to be there for you, but you will be going through a lot of shadow. You will be uncovering those fears, those unconscious fears that lie in there from maybe childhood, the boogeyman in the closet. Like you're gonna uncover all these things, and you're going to finally release them, and shine a bunch of light in them, which is very, very nice. I mean, I highly suggest for you, my beautiful Aries, to work with my candle of removing negativity and psychic attacks, blessed by Durga, that can really help you in releasing all of this, so that you can clear those energies. You can use that candle for prayer, for meditation, and also for chanting or any spiritual practice. So we have here, it wants to tell you that surrender to miracles. Maybe some of you guys are like, my family will never, they'll never change. It's always going to be like this. Like, surrender to miracles. You never know. You never know. You never know. If some of you guys are trying to be mothers, if some of you guys are maybe giving up on family, giving up on loved ones, giving up on, motherhood, or giving up, like, do not worry. Like, miracles are about to happen. Maybe some of you guys are trying to find the perfect land, the perfect house, the perfect car, and it's like it's coming to you. It's coming to you, baby. So miracles can come to you. Believe in them. Believe in them. Open yourself up to the miracles that can show up in your life. Okay. And we also have surrender stubbornness, my beautiful Aries. This is something that is affecting you. Surrender the stubbornness. No, this is the way that I've always handled my family. This is the way that I handle my parenting. This is this is the way that I've always treated my mom, treated my father, treated my family, treated home. Like, surrender the stubbornness. Let go of the rigidity. Is bending you to let go. I know you always maybe done it a certain way, but now it's changing. So become flexible. The more flexible you become, the easier this will be. Do not stay in the stubborn attitude of the past, because it's not going to let you move forward. And last but not least, surrender your need to always be right, my beautiful Aries. Let other people have the right away. Let other people have truth. Everybody has truth. It doesn't only have to be your way of thinking. So you don't need to have the last word. And I will say that especially because you might, with that, you can get into fights with family, fights with mom, fights with loved ones, fights with the people that you live with. Choose your battles very, very wisely, my beautiful Aries, and do not react too strongly. Okay? So that is for you, my beautiful Aries. Remember, the remover of negativity candle can really help you. You can find that in my shop in the description here below. And also remember that these are general readings. If you really are going through a very hard time that you don't understand ancestral karma, major things with mother, father, anything here, I am here for you to help you. All you have to do is book a private consultation with me, and we can dig deep into uncovering all these karmic knots. Alrighty, that was for you, my beautiful Aries. I hope that helped. Love you guys so, so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for this upcoming Mars journey. This Mars journey is going to be happening mainly for you in the energies of the 12th house and the 11th house. Okay, Mars is going to be going retrograding in your 12th house. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Mars is going to be going retrograding in your 3rd house because it's in Cancer at this time. So there's something going on with something of like putting effort into mindset, something around your mindset. There could still be some very stubborn thought patterns, some very stubborn ways of thinking that are not allowing for you to really be more flexible and open-minded, that can really help you. Also, your communication, the way that you speak, the way that you talk, the way that you communicate with others is going to be going through a transformation as well. So I will say that for you, the number one thing you need to be cautious with is your communication, that it doesn't come off as bitchy or angry or too strong, okay? Taurus, when Mars goes into this 3rd house, it can make you very courageous as well. So something is really pushing you to change your mind and to be courageous enough to transform your perceptions and to be courageous enough to see it in a different way, to be courageous enough to maybe try it out. Maybe if there's been something that you always wanted to do, like learn music or learn to sew or learn to do this, and you haven't given yourself the chance, this is the moment. You are full of courage. Mars is giving you a lot of courage for you to start that startup, for you to begin that channel, for you to begin that social media, for you to start showcasing your message out into the world. You have something to say. And maybe you're feeling like, no, I don't have anything to say. But in reality, you do. With Jupiter in your sign, you are the wise one right now. People need to hear you. You are the one that has the baton of truth and where people need to be looking at. And it's not like this forever. You just for this year, you have this. So take charge of this beautiful energy, my beautiful Taurus. And life wants you to unblock anything from your throat chakra that is blocked. Unblock any sort of patterns that maybe if you have been a content creator for a very long time and you haven't seen anything improve and you are ready to upskill, this is the moment where you're ready to upskill. This is the moment for you to start doing your book. This is the moment for you to start the social media, for you to take the courage to just take action in those things that you truly want to give your energy to. If you always wanted to sing, you're like, oh yeah, but I don't have a teacher. This is the moment to get those teachers, to really exercise your effort and to polish all your skills. Mars, if you utilize the energy in this way, that is going to be the best way to handle it. You're really going to take full advantage of this energy, and that's really what it wants you to do. Use your hands, get creative, get handy, use your brain, like turn on your mental capabilities. That is where the energy of Mars wants you to really do it. And if there's been mental laziness, if there's been like, I don't want to put effort in that. I mean, I really want to do it, but I don't want to put that much effort into it. I mean, if there's been that sort of draggedy energy, this is going to be that Mars that is going to reboot it all and change it, switch it, transform it. This is an energizing transit for you, my beautiful Taurus. So take action. This is the moment to take action with your message, with your brand, with yourself. Exercise yourself, your ego. You are also transforming this ego part of you. You thought that you were this false self, but you're not. You're like rewriting your story, rewriting the story of your false ego to transform yourself. Okay? So be very cautious with the way that you speak, because you can right now really hurt people with your words or sound too angry, sound too upset, sound too intense. So just remember to soften the way that you speak, but keep that righteousness, keep that strong energy behind it, keep that strong firmness behind your words and your integrity and your courage. Then later, when Mars starts going back into Gemini, all of this is going to help you to make more money, to make more abundance in your life. Something in your money has been stuck because of some mindset situation, mind beliefs. Okay, so this is what you're going to a transformation. I highly suggest for you also affirmations. Affirmations are really going to help you guide that intention. Every single day, do an affirmation of how you want the day to go. Do an affirmation in everything that you do and see how powerful you are in setting those intentions behind it, and then all the energy and effort that comes afterwards. Very good for you. So let's pull some cards here for you to understand a little bit more about your Mars retrograding for my beautiful Tauruses. And yes, there's been this energy of boredom, of like, oh my God, is this going to be my life forever? This routine, this and it just keeps going and it keeps happening. Like something hasn't been very satisfying for you. Even though you may have everything, even though like you're like, okay, I can't complain. I do have everything. I feel great. But something hasn't been fully satisfying you deep, deep, deep within yourself. This has nothing to do with relationships or anything. It has to do something with you and yourself. And you are no longer going to be in this limbo. That is what is going to be transformed. There's something there of a skill or something that has been in limbo waiting for you to take action on. And now with this Mars retrograde, you're finally going to fully take the action on this, and you're no longer going to be feeling in this hiatus of stalemate. You're no longer going to be in this sort of nothingness, in like repetitiveness. You're going to break that cycle, and that is going to help you to get rid of this sort of feelings of grief and heartbreak. I feel like it has to do with your dreams. I feel like it has to do with something that you always wanted to do, my beautiful Taurus, but you kind of just abandoned that idea because you were like, when am I get a real job, you know? And that's just been waiting for you. That little thing in there has been waiting for you to take action on. And it's something that really lights up your heart. It's something that really makes you so, so, so happy. So it really wants to come in here for you because it's a very authentic part of who you are. Now, let's see, what do we have? Another message for Taurus is traveling. Traveling is really going to help you in this change of perception and transformation. Also, your desires within reach. You're super close. Keep having faith. Do not give up on this. Be courageous enough to keep moving forward. Traveling is really going to shift everything for you. It's going to really give you the right mindset and unblock this money issue and everything. And then we also have vegetarian. So you would really benefit from working, changing your diet to a vegetarian diet. Or if you already are a vegetarian, then to maybe start teaching others about vegetarianism. So you have some really beautiful energy, my beautiful Taurus. I hope that helped. I really suggest for you, for this transit, to work with the candle of money making. Okay, the money candle, blessed by Lakshmi. Check it out in the shop. That would really help you through this time to really unblock any money issues or self-esteem issues that can really allow for more abundance and prosperity to come from your skills. Okay, that is for you, my beautiful Taurus. I hope that helped. Love you guys so much. If you guys need to talk to me so that we can really go deeper into understanding your whole transformation, then definitely book a private session with me in the description here below. Alrighty, that was for my beautiful Tauruses. I hope that helped. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Gemini. So welcome, Gemini. This is your horoscope for Mars retrograding and debilitation. So Mars is entering your second house of money. Number one thing that I'm going to say, you need to have a budget. Budget yourself, because you may end up burning a hole in your pocket, my beautiful Gemini. This is a time where life is making you want to spend money. You're spending money emotionally. You're just like emotionally shopping, like things like this. So be careful. Be careful with, covering anxiety or emotions with shopping or buying, and also with eating. Okay, that you don't start becoming too emotional eating, start eating everything, and start having anxiety eating sessions. Like, be careful with this. Okay. Here, life is trying to transform something around the way that you eat, Gemini, and is trying to transform at the same time how it is that you increase your abundance and your prosperity. You are going to have a lot of drive to make more money, which is great. But at the same time of having this drive to make more money, you're also going to want to spend it a lot more and faster. So that's why I mentioned budget yourself. Hustle for money, go and work. You're going to be having many ideas and you're going to really feel like, I'm ready to do it. Like, let's go. Like, what do we need to do? Let's make that money. And you're going to have a lot of ideas for these things. So take action. Take action on these things. The only thing I will say is be careful with overspending and overeating. I would say number one, that you really control your eating habits. As you control your eating habits, you're easily going to control how to manipulate your wallet, okay? But something here is really transforming you, my beautiful Gemini, because when Mars goes back into your sign, something about yourself, your self-esteem, how you nurture yourself, how you feed yourself, how you consume is going to transform. There's something that you're consuming, and this could be media, food, anything, even buying. When we buy something, we're consuming. So anything that you're consuming is going to go through a transformation. Mars here is having a transformation on these things to make you healthier and to make you more authentic and to make you a more balanced person. So Mars is really helping you with these things. I really suggest a lot of working out. For my Geminis who always wanted to transform your bodies, where maybe you always felt like, oh, I want to lose weight, but I can never get rid of this gut or whatever. Like, this is the moment. This is the moment. Mars can really change the way that you eat and also the way that you look. So that's why I say, don't go into the emotional eating. Control that, because you might just transform your whole body. Make sure that you're working out. Make sure that you're moving your body. This is going to be very, very important, and it's going to help you to channel out all that extra energy that you may feel. What are some other messages that we have for Gemini for this Mars retrograding? Yes, communication. It deals with your throat chakra. We have the throat chakra here. So it deals with how you're healing your throat chakra, how you're talking, how you're communicating, how you're expressing, how you're saying into the world, how you manifest. That's why this house is the house of money and value, but it's also the house of how we talk, our voice. Our voice is the thing that has the most value. We don't even owe our bodies, but we owe our words. So this is something that you're going to go through a massive transformation. Your throat chakra, your ability to speak up and talk and manifest is going to go through a massive transformation, but you need solitude. You need solitude. With Jupiter in the 12th house, life is like you need solitude. You need to go to the ashram. You need to go to the temple. Just stay in a spiritual place. Go and disconnect yourself. Go into the middle of the forest. This is important. You need this solitude, because in the solitude is where you're going to find all the answers. In the solitude, in the stillness, in the meditations, in the faraway lands is where you're going to find that amazing spiritual calling. It's everything is gonna, that spiritual maturity will naturally come and transform you. It's your destiny. It's your destiny. This is going to be a life-changing transit for you, my beautiful Gemini. You got all major arcanas here. Like, it deals with your destiny, and it deals with making a massive change about yourself, your life, and who you are, which is going to transform your money. It's going to transform your abundance as well. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Last messages for my beautiful Gemini. And we have unlimited ideas. Yes, you're going to have a bunch of ideas on how to make money. I have this idea, I have that idea. Take action. Take action. Mars in the second house is like, I want to make that cash. I want to make that money. Take action in all these incredible unlimited ideas and go for them. Savings. I told you. Make sure you're saving your money. Save your money. And I love this for you. You're really, really, Mars wants you to get rid of any lack mentality. If you have any lack mentality, like, no, I can't do it, I don't have enough money, like, this is what Mars wants to heal in you. No, you have plenty of ideas to make money. Let's make that money. Let's take action. Learn to save your money. Learn how to consume and release these vows of poverty. These misconceptions or ideas. Oh, my family was poor, so I'm going to be poor. Oh, my, like, no. Release all these misconceptions around finances and how you are not eligible for that abundance. Yes, you are. You are no exception to the abundance of the world. Okay. Very, very powerful energies. I really suggest for you the money making candle, the money candle blessed by Lakshmi in my shop. That is going to be the best candle for you. Definitely use it while you're doing your meditation. Definitely use it while you're doing your prayer and chanting and your spiritual practices. And if you would like to understand more about your finances, your career, how it is that you can make more money, how it is that you can change some if you have any bad aspects or anything like this, we have Yotish solutions. All you have to do is book a consultation with me in the description here below, and we can go deep into your chart. Alrighty, that was for my beautiful Geminis. Now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your horoscope. OMG. Mars is coming into your sign. You're having a massive transformation, Cancer. Very, very powerful, massive transformation in your life right now. And this is to ignite this is to ignite you into your career. This is to get you to the next level of your life. Most probably, maybe some of you guys thinking about children, thinking about some creative projects. This is something that it really is about to get you to a new level of yourself and your maturity. But it's going to be a tumultuous ride, my beautiful my beautiful Cancer. So no worries. You're going to be able to handle this. And the best way to handle this when Mars is in your sign is you got to work out. Work out. Move your body. Be careful with too much caffeine, and do not eat meat. Do not eat things that are going to make you more angry. Okay? Eating meat, alcohol, too much spicy foods, or anything that really puts a lot of fire in you, you might not be able to control your emotions. So I would say calm down with that. Try to have more sattvic foods at this time and work out. Work out. That is what's going to help you channel all this extra energy. If you do not work out, this is going to turn into anxiety, is going to turn into worry, is going to turn into outbursts of emotional outbursts, is going to turn into impulsibility, is going to turn into bipolarness. Let's call it like that. Okay. So I really suggest for you, my beautiful Cancer, that you work out, move your body, make sure that you're being active, or at least put a lot of energy into some sort of project that you're trying to finish, trying to get it done. But do not just sit in your laurels. You're going to want to be relaxed, but you're not going to. Like, Mars is not going to let you to just sit around and do nothing. Like, it wants you to get up and do. It wants you to move. It wants you to just take action. It doesn't want you to just sit around and talk about it. It wants you to take action. So that is going to be very powerful for you. I will say also be careful with any outbursts with other people. You may start, if you don't know how to control this, you may come off very angry, bitter, and impulsive and violent. So be careful. Make sure that you're not coming off like this. But I'm also not telling you to repress these things. If you need to go and punch a bag, go and punch your punching bag. Release these emotions out. It is going to be necessary. You're not going to be able to bottle them up. It's going to be painful if you do that. Once Mars goes into the 12th house, there's something that it's at the ends. You're in the midst of this transformation of yourself, and there's some little things that still need to be let go of. That still need to be let go of from the past. And this Mars retrograde going back into Gemini is going to show you exactly what that is, and is going to help you to finally close the chapter on that past, on those addictions, on that habit, on the way of being, on that relationship, on whatever is toxic in your life that you no longer need and that is not sustainable and it's not part of your future. So that is what is going to go through a massive transformation for you, my beautiful Cancer. So let's see, what else do we have for Cancer for this upcoming Mars retrograde? Yes, you're releasing the temptations, all the lower aspects of yourself, how you lie to yourself, how you, like the devil. We have the devil energy here in reverse. You really are going to get rid of the toxicity in your life. And the toxicity is going to be different for everybody. The different vices that everybody has is going to be different for everybody. But you're releasing this toxicity. You no longer want to have this. If you don't know, then I highly suggest that you get a personal reading by me. There we can actually get a little bit deeper into your chart and understand what are the challenges that are currently happening for you. But there is these things that you no longer want to be tempted by lower energies. You want to really ascend to a higher level of yourself, and you want to release these lower aspects of yourself, because you just feel like when you are with these lower aspects, your life really becomes very challenging, and you're tired of fighting with life. You're tired of proving yourself, or turning off the fires everywhere. Like, it's like you want to have a smoother ride in life. You want to have a smoother ride in life. And in order to do that, you have to walk with God. You have to walk with light. When you walk with darkness, there's a lot of obstacles and tribulations and terrible things. So life is really training you. You are in the training grounds of becoming a spiritual warrior at this time, and you're in the training grounds of releasing these lower tendencies of yourself. And wow, by the end of this transit, you're going to have your wishes coming true. I mean, it's really going to mature you. I see that a wish that you've been wanting is going to finally come true. If it's a wish to find the perfect person, or if it's a wish to be married, or have the career of your dreams, or whatever it is, some wish here is really coming up for you, my beautiful Cancer. I mean, it is going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a very purifying ride for you, very intense, a lot of pressure. I'm not going to lie to you, but diamonds get built in pressure. And that is where you're being built at this time. Your dreams and your aspirations. Really, really powerful, my beautiful Cancer. Trust the process. Trust the process, okay? And we also have emotional healing. You see, you're healing all those emotional aspects of yourself, emotional healing, the lower parts of yourself. You're really going through a massive purification and healing. Something that could really help you is do some research. You really need to study. You are the type of person that likes to study to understand your subconscious. You need to get it mentally, to get it emotionally. So study yourself, do some shadow work, write in a journal. I mean, just even writing down your thoughts, what you feel. It's going to start showing you what it is that needs to be worked on. Ask the right questions. You're kind of in a student mode right now. You're in the student of learning who the new you is and how you're going to embark into this new life. And yep, say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. This Mars retrograde is closing, is doing a fine little bow in the closing of your chapter of this process of life right now. So you are in a very transformative time. Follow the process, my beautiful Cancer. I really suggest for you, the candle that is best going to work for you for this process is going to be the obstacle remover candle. You can get it in my shop. Use this candle for your prayer, for your meditation, and your chanting and your spiritual practices. That is going to help you to remove the obstacles during this very, very difficult transit. Alrighty, Cancer, those were your messages. I hope that helped. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal reading by me, you can find the link in the description below. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo. Wow, Leo, you are really going to have a spiritual transformation, a spiritual awakening that is going to be happening for you with this Mars debilitated and retrograde in Cancer. And Cancer for you is your 12th house of closure, of letting go. I mean, the first thing that comes up to mind, if you are a Leo that is in a really, really bad relationship, bad marriage, toxic situations in relationships, this Mars retrograde is really coming to end it all. I see that. If you're not in a bad relationship, then this is a Mars that is really going to help you to let go of the past so that your relationship can thrive even more. If you have been single for I don't even know how long and you haven't been able to find a person, then this Mars retrograde is going to finally close this chapter of loneliness and dryness, a period of dryness where you just haven't had that love. And it's going to go deep into your subconscious, my beautiful Leo. It's going to be triggering. I really suggest that you will benefit a lot from solitude, silence, meditation, isolation, going to faraway lands, going to retreats, spiritual retreats. Anything that helps you go within and be in stillness is going to be very powerful. You're also going to have very strong dreams. Some of you guys may start having dreams, violent dreams with exes, violent dreams with people. Yeah, your emotions are going to be quite strong, and your subconscious here is really trying to tell you something. I also suggest yoga. A lot of yoga, even martial arts, could be so good for you. But you really are closing a major cycle of your life right now. You really are bringing it to an end, are bringing it to a full end, and it is so crucial that it's going to take until June for this to finally be closed off. Some of you guys may be closing a chapter around dreams and aspirations, around something, now you're getting to a whole new level of maturity in your life. You really are in a very, very spiritual time. I do suggest plant medicines. I do suggest retreats. I do suggest life regressions. Anything like this could really help you to understand more of what lies in your subconscious and what needs to be cleaned out. The closet of skeletons is ready to be cleaned out, Leo. And you have all these months to really, really do it. Okay. Now let's see, what do we have for Leo? Wow, Leo. Yes. You've been going through a lot of recognition. You've been going through a lot of, working together, having your situation at the job moving forward. Your career is moving forward. You're collaborating with the right people. You're getting the recognitions that you want. And life is successful. Life is showing you a lot of success. People are also ready to help you out. Like, you're in a very good spot right now. But the only thing that is kind of shifting is your relationships here. It wants to really transform your relationships. So my singles life wants to get you into a relationship. The people who are in a toxic relationship, time to heal this relationship. If it's unhealable, time to let it go and find another relationship. But it really wants to bring a lot of balance and release all the dramas and pains of your subconscious around love life, and really transform all these things for you. But financially and materially, things are looking really, really nice for you, Leo. Things are moving very along. The work here is going to be more internal for you. The work here is going to be more spiritual for you, and how you're going to be cleaning out this subconscious past to maybe allow a new person to come into your life. Wow. I mean, it's going to be very different for everybody. If you guys would like to have a personal reading by me so that we can understand more your situation of your current relationship or no relationship, where it is that you can find a partner, who's the best partner for you, your wife, your husband, we can find that all out, all the love questions, relationship questions that you may have. All you have to do is book a session with me in the description here below, and we can definitely dig into that. Now, another message for Leo is you need to surrender your attachment to results. This has been caused a lot of issues for you. Getting into relationships because you have a certain attachment to that. And so life is saying, when you have a certain idea of how you want things to come out, or you have a certain result that you want, this may sabotage the outcome. Don't manipulate the situation to be a certain way. Okay? Just be it and surrender your ego. This might be the thing that is being purified. Any ego, pride, arrogance that could have come from relationships. You are going through memory lane of all these things. And the best thing that I will say is assume it all, Leo. Okay. Do not let your pride blind you and say, no, that was their fault. That's not, has to do nothing with me. Do not be blinded by it. Humble down, assume a little bit of responsibility, and go within and try to, take some accountability for all the things that you're feeling. And last but not least, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. You're at this moment, my beautiful beautiful Leo, you're at this moment of releasing outdated beliefs around outdated beliefs about yourself. This is why we have all this cleaning up to do in the 12th house. All these things that need to come to an end. All these things that are going to finish at this time. And you're closing the cycles. And it is important. Some of you may feel like, oh my God, but if I let go of my whole past, what do I have anything? Do I have anything? Is to leave you completely empty so that you can fill your life back up with what you really, truly love and desire. And it is truly in your dreams and aspirations. That's why Mars is going back to your dreams and aspirations. So you're going through a transformation around these things, my beautiful Leo, but it's all going to be beneficial. It's all trying to bring you love. So I highly suggest that you get my love candle. You can get my love candle in the shop. It is blessed by Sri Radha Krishna, and that is going to definitely help you to bring more love, self-love, and attract love and heal love. Use it in your meditations, prayers, and any spiritual practice, as well as chanting. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages for this upcoming Mars retrograde. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, Virgo, for this horoscope for Mars retrograding and debilitated in Cancer. It's going to be a doozy. And for you, my beautiful Virgo, this is going to be happening in your 11th house of dreams and aspirations, friendships. Okay, so something here around how it is that you assert yourself around your dreams and aspirations. Are you going for it? Are you really believing in your capabilities? Have you forgotten about dreaming? Is there a dream that you left in the back burner because you think that it's just never going to happen? Are you ready to assert your dreams? Like, this is the biggest questions that are happening for you at this time, my beautiful Virgo, and life wants to get you ignited once again with your dreams and aspirations. Men are going to help you, but just they could also be quite emotional. So just work with men as best as possible. But there's something here that really is helping you to get to your dreams and aspirations in a beautiful, beautiful way. And all of this deals with also your career, because then Mars is going to be going back into your career sector, reevaluating some sort of perception that you have around your career, that you have about yourself, or you have about your career, or the process that you've had with your career. But life here is really igniting your dreams and aspirations and making you get into alignment with your purpose in life truly, and that you feel like you're ready to take this on fully and let's go. So Mars here is definitely giving you a big reboot in your purpose in life, and a big reboot in being more assertive with going and getting your dreams to come true, meeting the right people, and making the friends and the associations that you need. So if you feel like your relationship at work has been stuck, your work area has just been sitting in the same place for years, this is a time where Mars is going to completely transform this for you and really help you to upscale to the next level of your career. Very exciting. Wow. Let's go a little bit deeper into these things. And something that is also going to be important for you is the energies of the sixth house. So all of this is going to be transformed as you change your lifestyle. This is the only thing you need to keep up with, that you allow your lifestyle to become a little bit more flexible so that you can start creating a better situation at work and in your dreams and aspirations. So let's see, what do we have for Virgo? Yes, the time has come to move on, to heal, from you have had a hard time to let go of like the unhealthy. You've had a hard time to let go of the toxic. Maybe sometimes you feel like you need to be there, you need to help them, or you can save them, or you can be a help, or it's just been hard to move on. Some of you guys have been having a hard time to move on. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's just been difficult. It's been difficult to just leave and move on. And because of this, it's been hard to heal. So there is this sort of temptation, this sort of lower aspect that you are ready to transform. If it's this devil energy that is saying that you're not good enough for the job, or that people don't like you, or you can't make friends, or whatever is keeping you isolated and whatever is keeping you away from going towards your dreams and aspirations and healing this, that is what Mars is going to completely transform. And it could deal with some sort of health energy, health issue, or pattern, habitual pattern, or lifestyle choices that you're also having a transformation in. Now, at the end of this, life is going to ignite you. Mars, by the time that it finishes with this transit, you are going to feel so fired up to start your purpose in life. You're going to have such a new fired up beginning. It could even be a beginning of a new passionate project, a new passionate relationship. But there's like finally a new start where you really are going to be starting in something that truly calls your heart, that truly makes your heart lit up. And that is going to be very beautiful and very powerful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want to pull some more cards here for you, my beautiful Virgo. Another message for Virgo for this Mars retrograde. And we have travel. Travel. Yes, Mars is in your 9th house, telling you travel, travel, travel. That's where you're going to be getting a lot of the help to really move forward and to help you really assert yourself to the new level. So traveling is going to be life-changing for you. Something is really going to shake some things up for you there. And last but not least, the last messages for Virgo is you're going to have this successful funding to get to what it is that you want to get to. So if you haven't gone towards your dreams and aspirations or your career because you're like, I just don't have the money, or where am I going to get the money, or I need to invest in myself, I need to first make money, don't even worry about that. Money is going to come in. Investors are going to come in. Things are coming through here. And not just that, but they're also telling you that you can really moonlight into your dream career. So what does this mean? Start working on your dream career part-time, and then and keep your current job, and then eventually your dream career will take off. And that is what this energy is trying to show you. Dream. You have this dream in your heart for a reason, because God knows that you can make it happen. And God's going to send the help. It's going to send the funding. It's going to send the success. It's going to send it all. All you have to do is step up into the plate, believe in yourself, and go for it. So it's really going to ignite you so strongly, my beautiful Virgo. I really suggest for you that you should definitely work with my remover of obstacles candle. You can find that in the description in my shop here. That candle, which is blessed by Ganesh, is going to help you to open up all the obstacles that you may have felt around your relationship with your dreams and aspirations, with networks of people, with social events, social gatherings, expanding your networks of people, and also your career is going to start removing these obstacles for you. You can purchase that in my shop and use it while you pray, while you meditate, and while you chant. And also, if you would like to understand more about your dharma, what your path is all about, you have confusions around your career, or where is it going, or what is your purpose in life, then definitely book a personal consultation with me in the description here below. So that is all for you, my beautiful Virgo. I hope that helped. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this upcoming Mars debilitated and retrograde in Cancer. And Cancer for you is a very, very, very important part of your chart. It deals with your career. So Mars is going to be stepping up here, and you are going to be feeling extra driven. Okay? Extra driven, you're going to just have this energy of leadership, taking action. You want to go to work. You're working very hard. There might be a little bit of workaholism here. So be careful. Make sure that you're balancing this out and that you don't burn yourself out. But Mars is just making you want to go to work. If you're currently unemployed, Mars is going to put you to start looking for a job. If you are not happy at your job at this time and you don't feel good about it, life can be putting you to start looking for a new job at this time. Mars is going to give you that drive to start looking for a new place. Or if there's power struggles at the work sector where you're struggling a lot with your boss or struggling a lot with other people, Mars here wants to evaluate the situation. It wants to help you with this. But I will say, be careful, Libra, because there might be some fights. You have to watch out that you don't react emotionally to your boss, or react emotionally to the people that you work with, or react emotionally to a client, because it can really set you back. So it is about you learning how to assert yourself in the job, how to take leadership and how to be a leader in the job, and how to run a business without so much emotionality. Okay, life here is really trying to help you with becoming a stronger leader and having a stronger sense of purpose in the things that you do and how you do them. And this could also bring a change in your career, to be honest. It could bring some changes around your career, around the things that you do, and maybe asking for you to maybe change a career around family. There might be some sort of struggle here going on between your children and your work, or your creative pursuits in your work, or your leisure time in your work. So all these things need to get back into balance in life. For some of you guys, Libra's life is saying, why don't you use your artistic talents? You have artistic talents. Get more serious about your creative talents to take you into a better situation in your career. So these things are very, very strong, and they really want to get you in alignment with your Dharma as well, my beautiful Libras. Let's see, what else do we have for you? Some other message for Libra for Mars retrograde. Libra. Yes, it's about creating a new foundation here. And that you don't feel like you're being taken advantage of in your job sector. It's like life is wanting for you to stand up for yourself in a graceful way, not in a erratic way, but it wants you to really have your individual space in the work sector, your leadership, and that you are being respected and that you have a good reputation. That is what life wants to give you at this time with this Mars retrograding, and it's trying to give you this firm foundation. Some of you guys are maybe too agreeable, to yes man, to yes woman, to not having so much of a backbone, and this could be affecting your career and your ability to move up into your job, into your purpose. So life is really trying to get you to become stronger, to become more assertive, to become more decisive, and to really move forward with these things so that you can make your wishes come true. But there might be laziness. I think that is where you're going to be struggling, Libra. You're going to be feeling so lazy. You're like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to work. Can I not work? And that could be that struggle. The struggle, some of you guys are going to feel the struggle where it's like, I don't want to work. I just want to be leisuring. And some others of you are going to feel like, okay, I do have to work. And I don't like working because I don't find this independent, respected part of me in there. Like, these are the things that life doesn't want you to just walk away from. Life wants you to face these things. Life wants you to face your work, your career, your boss, your purpose in life. What is it that you're doing here? How are people going to remember you for? What is your dharma? That is something that life is really pushing you, and you can't sleep in the laurels and get lazy about this and get complacent about it. Life is really going to push you when it comes to that. Connecting to God, connecting to the divine, working on your crown chakra can really help you so that you can hear the divine messages that are trying to come through and show you the way. If you disconnect, then you're not going to know what is going to be the way. So I would say connect to God, connect with prayer, connect with meditation, with chanting. All of these things are going to be very important for you, Libra, and they can really show you the way of how to be a good, righteous leader at work. That's where life wants to take you to, where you are likable, but you're also not being walked all over, and you're also being respected. This is something that is very important and wants to really come through for you. Okay, let's look a little bit deeper into this. What are some other messages for Libra for this upcoming Mars retrograding in Cancer? You need to have the courage to ask for and accept help from others. Number one, it wants you to start accepting help from others. You don't have to do it all alone. Allow for others to help you and have the courage to ask for this help, okay? And you will see that the help is there for you. We also have detox your friendships. There could be some friendships and some people that you are hanging out with that are not helping you in advancing in your job, in your career. They're actually getting, you're wasting more money on them or something, but or even there could be a friend enemy around you that is not, talking the best about you behind your back and things like this. So be careful. Detox your friendships. That is something that really needs to come through. That's why I say, like, you don't need to be liked by everybody. Okay. That doesn't make you a better person. That doesn't make you a better worker. That doesn't make you a better leader. To just be liked by everybody doesn't make you a better leader. Life wants you to become more assertive and pay yourself first before you pay anybody else, before you pay your bills, before you pay all these things. Make sure that you're paying yourself for the hard work that you're doing, acknowledging yourself and giving yourself that money to you, putting it in a savings account. And it's a way for you to start exercising your individuality. Okay. I really suggest for you the money candle, my beautiful Libra. That could really help you during this time. You can get the money candle in the description below in my shop here. And the candle is going to be great for you because it's going to help you to open up those channels of money, those channels of releasing any resistance to going to work or having any purpose, or also releasing any negativity. If you feel like there's a lot of negativity, negative energies around your work, a lot of haters, a lot of envy, a lot of these things, then I do suggest the remover of negativity and psychic attacks candle blessed by Durga. That could also help you. You can use these candles while you're meditating, praying, chanting, or doing your spiritual practices. Alrighty. And if you also would like to understand more about your career and see where it is that you really are meant to do, your dharma, your purpose, and what is best for you, then definitely book a private consultation with me in the description here below. Alrighty, that was for you, my beautiful Libras. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this Mars that is going to be debilitated and retrograde. And for you, you are definitely going to be feeling this very strongly, my beautiful Scorpio, because Mars is your planet. Mars rules you. So Mars going into debilitation and going into retrogression, you definitely are going to be feeling it, Scorpio. And for you, Mars is going to be debilitated and retrograding in your 9th house. This is the house of higher philosophy, gurus, teachers, travels, foreign affairs, and faith and religion. So you're really stepping here into your dharma, okay, Scorpio? Some of you guys are ready to really align yourselves with the divine will of God. And you're going to have this sort of reawakened faith that Mars wants to bring into your life. It wants to nurture you by making you reconnect with the divine father, divine mother, and help you to get that faith once again. This can easily come to you if you travel. Traveling can be fantastic for you, my beautiful Scorpio, during this time, especially with this Mars retrograding. Just make sure that you're traveling, that you're being very thorough with your travels, and that you are crossing all your T's and all your I's. That's going to be very important when you're traveling. But nonetheless, the travels can really help you into this ascension, into really understanding your dharma, into really aligning you with God, especially if you decide to go on a spiritual trip. Going to temples and things like this can really help you into getting into your alignment of the divine. Some others of you may be in school, maybe in university, maybe thinking about going back to school, thinking about going back to university. Something around your philosophy of life is going through a massive transformation. And that is going to transform your way of thinking, your psychology, because we also have Mars going back into the 8th house here. So you're going through like an inner enlightenment, an inner awakening, where you are starting to see why it is that you are here for and why God has put you in this earth. And are you in alignment with this divine will? And the divine will is going to show itself during this whole Mars retrograde. The important thing is that you do not become reactive to your teachers, that you don't become angry or frustrated towards your teachers, or frustrated with, even if you have lived some sort of frustrations around your destiny and your life and your dharma, that's okay. Mars here is going to really help you to make peace with those things so that you can really move forward with your dharma. Also, if there's been self-limiting beliefs, if you've had some beliefs around God or about yourself, or any self-limiting beliefs, you are going to go through a transformation. The time has come for you to have a massive expansion. Some of you guys may also be working on some publishing that you're going to be publishing. That's for some of you guys. But it's preparing you to launch this and to show this into the world, this dharma that you came to step into. Very powerful. It's going to be very spiritual awakening for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Okay, so do things that are conducive to help you with this. Okay, now let's see, what do we have for my beautiful Scorpios? What do we have for Scorpio when it comes to this Mars retrograding? Yes, decisions, a lot of choices. You've been trying to balance out life. You've been trying to measure the pros and cons on every situation and how to move right in life. And there's been a lot of movements, a lot of choices, a lot of decisions. And you're trying to still rebalance your life, balance the home and work, balance the money situation, balance everything. You want to get it right. And you've seen, okay, I've made some choices. This is what I've come out with. And you're also discovering during this Mars period that there's been some fears that you've been trapped in. You've been trapped in some fears that are illusions. illusions. And so this is going to be that awakening that, wow, I was trapped that whole time thinking that this is that and this is this and I'm this and I'm that. And yet I was totally wrong. I was living so small. You're going to have this awakening and you're finally going to get out of the jail. You're going to be like, no, I'm limitless. And you're going to have this sort of like freedom. You're going to finally get rid of these mental entrapments, mental limitations. Like you're over it. You're over it. You're ready for your grand, for really taking your power. And it is not coming from a selfish place. It's not coming from your own selfish place. It's coming from a place where you want to get in alignment with the divine will. And you know that this is what you were made for. You know that everything, the whole stars, the whole planets, God himself is backing you up in this. And that is what you're ready to truly feel. And this is going to open your heart chakra so much. Like you're going to have this, your heart chakra is going to open so much. You're going to find so much love for yourself, so much love for the world, for everybody. Your heart's going to open up for a good relationship to come into your life or to better the relationship that you're currently in. But it's really here to heal that heart chakra to its fullest. If there's been any mental constructs, beliefs, or thoughts that have been blocking your heart chakra, all of this is coming to a massive transformation and a massive ending to all these things. So it's really going to be something very beautiful for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Now let's go a little bit deeper into understanding these things. Let's see what else do we have here for you. Another message that we have for our beautiful Scorpios for this Mars retrograde is your desires within reach. Have faith. You see? Faith. That is really what you're going to start culminating during this time. It's going to be faith, faith, faith. And that's where life wants to give you. Summer, in the summer, a lot of the things that you're wishing for are going to come to you in the summer. And of course, that is when we're going to have Mars going into Leo, which is your 10th house of career. So by that time, you're going to be like, I know what I want. Let's go. Watch me live my purpose. It's really going to be very powerful. And that's going to be around the summer months, of course, and then another timing, autumn. So autumn, I will say right now, this autumn, for those who are in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the moment right now where you're going to start seeing how important this is. This transit is going to really align you with what you came here to do. If you have forgotten, if you strayed away, this is really going to bring you into that alignment. So autumn is going to be very fantastic for you. This moment right now is setting up the stage so that you can be totally successful in the summer. It's a timing thing. Okay, stay cool and collected. Do not react to everything. Pray and meditate so much. You are the one that can really benefit from the praying, the chanting, the gratitude journaling, and all these things. Raise your vibration, raise your faith. I really suggest for you the best candle, I would say the love candle for you, my beautiful Scorpio, so that you can bring so much self-love and love all around you and just be surrounded by love so that you can really go into this transformation and really feel how supported you truly are. So you can get that love candle blessed by Sri Radha Krishna in the shop, in my shop here below. And you can use it whenever you are praying, chanting, or meditating, or doing your spiritual practices to help you through that. If you also would like to have a personal reading by me, then definitely book one in the description here below where we can go deep into understanding all aspects of your life. Alrighty, that was for you, my beautiful Scorpios. I hope that that helped. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Sagittariuses. Welcome, Saggy. Alrighty, Sagittarius. So this is going to be your horoscope for this upcoming Mars debilitated and retrograding in the sign of Cancer. And for you, it's going to be happening in a very, very interesting sign in the house of the 8th house. And this means, my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius, that you're about to go through a very powerful dark night of the soul. That's the best thing I could say. Now, the good news is that you're going to have all the strength and all the courage to fight all your inner demons and to come out on top and to get rid of all those fears, all those lower tendencies, all those psychological things that are controlling our behavior. You are going to completely get rid of all these things. So if you've been going through feeling like you have trauma, or like you have some things that you haven't discussed yet and still heartbreaks from the past, um, anything that requires therapy, let's just say that, this is the perfect time to do it. Not saying that there's something wrong with you, Saggy, just saying that this is the perfect moment for you to go into deep healing, and to transform yourself from the inside out, pretty much. Because when we're dealing with the eighth house, we are dealing with those secrets, with our psychology, with the inner world, the things that we hide, the shadow self. This is this house. And so you are really going to be cleaning out your shadow. If you're doing any shadow work at this time, it will be amazing. In also learning how to be vulnerable and how to fight these fears that are invisible, that are illusions sometimes. So you're really going to take charge. And so if you decide to do any therapy work at this time, it will be very, very, very successful. If you decide to even have a reading with me and do a consultation, we can really uncover some amazing things for yourself that you've never ever understood before, and you can really have a massive transformation. You can book one in the description here below. You will be able to find my link. Also, anything that deals with healing, like Reiki, like past life regression, divination, tarot readings, anything when we are dealing with the mystery of who you are, that is what is coming into a massive transformation, Sagittarius. And I guess this really needed to come about for you because there's been a lot of things going on in your psychology, and life is almost sobering you up. For some of you guys, you're also sobering up, and you maybe are going to have a massive transformation where you're just going to be like, I'm totally different now. I'm totally 180-degree my life. Don't be surprised if you see your Sagittarius people do this, or if you decide to do this. If you decide to just completely do a 180 in your life, Mars can really help you with this. And all of these things are really here because of some issues with relationships and commitments. Also, if there's any abuse of power, abuse of other people's monies, investors, business partners, like all of these things are going to come to light. And you need to make sure that you are behaving in the best possible way, my beautiful Sagittarius, so that you don't end up having any power struggles, okay? This is about being vulnerable, balancing the powers, healing from past relationships, psychological traumas that you could have had with relationships. You are healing all of these things at this time. This is an intimate, super intimate transit for you, but it is all trying to make you become wiser and better. So for you, Sagittarius, this Mars debilitated and in Cancer is going to really start to help you to gain clarity, okay? Especially if you've been feeling a little bit confused about what is inside psychologically and your emotions. You are going to start getting a lot of clarity. This Mars wants to bring you the clarity, the truth, okay? The truth, and so that you're no longer in the shadows about something, and to bring you the wisdom. Something here has to, like, the time has come to become wiser around relationships, wiser around how to handle commitments, wiser around yourself. And it is through the change of your daily life, daily habits. That's where Jupiter is lying right now, giving you the benefit, giving you the grand blessing. So if you decide to change your life, even if changing your diet, changing the way that you eat, all of these things are going to help with the transformation that you're about to embark on. Also, if there's been any power struggles and pains in the past, like life is trying to help you change your lifestyle. If you've been dealing with addictions that you hide in secret, any sort of addiction, from pornography to food to gambling to substance abuse or whatever, this is also coming to be healed. So this is the moment to heal all these things, my beautiful Sagittarius, those vices. You're ready for it. And to regain that wisdom around all those things. And of course, that is going to lead you to the recognition that and the reward that you really are looking for. It's going to get you aligned with the right people and the right collaborations, and to do business with the right individuals. So it's looking really, really powerful for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. I would love to know how it's going for you. Be careful with your investments. Be careful with other people's monies. Be careful with your credit. This is a time to fix your credit, fix your, fix credit, fix anything, insurances, insurance policies, inheritances. All of these things may be coming up at this time as well. We also have surrender worry. We may be feeling more worrisome because around this time, you're going to feel like things are out of your control. And we don't like to be out of control. So you need to learn to surrender and understand that you're not in control and that things that are out of your control are out of your control. Do not worry and instead focus on miracles, because a miracle can happen here for you. Know that things can change, miracles can happen. Pray for a miracle. These things can definitely happen in your life. But first, we need to release the frustrations. And I feel like that's what is stuck in your psyche is frustrations around job, around relationships, around life. There could be these frustrations, and these frustrations are closing the doors. They're not allowing for new things to come through. So that's why Mars is retrograding and helping you to release these frustrations. So that is for my Sagittariuses. I really suggest for you guys the remover of negativity and psychic attacks candle or the remover of obstacles. Either or will be best, but I'm leaning more towards like the psychic attacks and releasing of negativity that can really help you at this time to cleanse all those psychic patterns. The best way to use this candle is when you are praying, meditating, or chanting, or doing your spiritual practices. That is a fantastic time for you to utilize this candle, okay? And remember, if you're going through a very powerful time and you need to understand more, because this is a time to go dig deep inside yourself, I am here for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. You can book a consultation with me today and we can walk through the darkness together and have this transformation and understand everything with love. And you can really ascend and transform all these pains and all these sufferings. Okay, so I'm here for you. You can book one in the description below. That was for my beautiful Sagittarius. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for being here. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your horoscope for this Mars debilitated and retrograde in the sign of Cancer. This is going to definitely affect you, my beautiful Capricorn, because Mars is going to be looking directly at you, aspecting you. And Mars is also going to be entering and retrograding in your 7th house of relationships. This is a little bit of a difficult situation. I'm going to be very honest with you, my beautiful Capricorn, because we're putting the soldier in the house of marriage. This can make you quite the fighter in your relationship. Be careful with fights with your loved ones. Be careful with fighting with your husband, with your wife. Be careful with getting into arguments. Choose your battles wisely. You're going to be less patient. You're going to be more emotionally reactive. You're going to have more emotional reactivity towards your partners, business partnerships, and relationships, and your commitments. Be careful because this can end up burning them. So you really, really, really need to find a way to bring some control over here so that you don't end up hurting your relationships. Mars is an aggressive energy. Now, another thing for my singles, life here is really waking you up, baby. The singlehood is over, okay? Mars here is like, I'm done with this. I'm done with being single. I'm done with being alone. I'm done with being by myself. Let's go and find somebody. And so if you are ready to find out what is the perfect match for you, your perfect partner, who's your best wife, your best husband, that is all in your chart. You can book one consultation with me here today, and we can figure all your love questions all out in one session. So Capricorn, this is what's going to be coming to the forefront. How are you handling your commitments? How are you going about your commitments? Do you even have a commitment? If you don't have a commitment, go find one. Get passionate and go find one. If you have a commitment, how are you handling yourself? And this is going to be a balance where it's like, okay, it's not about just compromising and putting myself last, but it's not about me being a selfish asshole either. It's not a matter of that either. This is a matter of finding the balance of respect where you can still be your individual self. The partner can also be their individual self. And everybody can be themselves, who they are, without any codependencies, without any emotional attachments. And we can respect each other for being different. Okay? So it's not a matter of you trying to control your partner so that your partner is like what you want them to be or what you think that they should be. Is allowing your partner to be their own individual self so that you can also be your own individual self in this partnership. So it's going to be a big reevaluation around relationships. It's going to be a big reevaluation around your commitments. It's going to be a big reevaluation around these things. So here, it's going to pan out different for everybody. I can't really tell you, but the only thing that I will say is you need to be very, very cautious with emotional reactivity, emotional outbursts, because you may end up in some fight with a loved one where you end up saying things that you don't really mean. Okay, so choose your battles wisely and try to really bring a lot of sweetness and kindness and gentleness to the relationship. Okay, understand that all conflicts, all obstacles, all issues that can happen in a relationship can all be smoothed down with affection and love. So use affection and love to smooth out the path of tribulations in your love life. Use this. This is going to be very, very helpful for you. Get more playful. Jupiter here is the saving grace. Get more playful. Maybe some of you guys are ready to have a child. Maybe that's why you guys are fighting so much. You guys are ready to actually have a child, to build something together. If you already have children, then your children is what's going to help with your relationships as well. Include them in. Your creativity, bringing back the romance in your life is what's going to heal a lot of your things in your relationships. Okay. But it is all about relationships for you right now. Mars is here trying to help you to put this into an organized matter that is good for you. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper here for my beautiful Capricorns when it comes to this Mars retrograding and debilitated in Cancer for Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Yes, victory and success. Yes, you really are ready to be victorious in love matters. Okay, you are a very victorious person in career matters, work matters, but now the focus has shifted now into your relationships for you to also become a victorious and successful person in your relationships. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm successful at work, but I'm not successful at my relationship, or I'm successful in my relationship and I'm unsuccessful at work. It doesn't have to be like this. You are about to experience both and bring both to the same level. Okay. Life here is telling you that the relationship that you're seeking to have is a relationship that you can actually achieve and build a family, a solid foundation with someone, a home with. Okay. You are not flighty. I'm a non-committal energy. No, you want to be committed, and you definitely see this not as a jail, but you see it as a beautiful dream coming true. A home, a family where you can really rely and count on and be there for them and be there and they are there for you. And you can really feel solid. Like you want to get to this place. If you haven't gotten to that place, maybe some of you guys are like, I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to like really, really do it right. I'm tired of the dating. So some of you guys are really want to cross to the next level. Others of you may be getting cross to getting married, cross to having children. Like it's just levels coming up here for you. And you're going to be able to move on. There's been something that hasn't allowed for you to step into these things because you haven't healed and you haven't been able to move on from the past or something. So here you're going to be getting healed. Mars retrograde is going to help you to move on from this so that you can really, even if it's your the same relationship, to move on from what has happened to begin a new life, or to release that bad relationship and give you a new one, or to release the singlehood and give you a new start. My life is really giving you a lot of energy here. So let's pull some more cards for you, my beautiful Capricorn, for this Mars retrograde for my beautiful Capricorns. And we have, this could be the one. You already know the person you wish to be with for the rest of your life. You already know. Some of you guys already know. Some of you guys who don't know, it's coming to you very, very, very soon. I do suggest you get a reading with me so you can really find out who that person is, but it's here for you. You need to trust your partner, trust your relationship, bring more trust in the relationship. This requires faith. Faith. And it's calling for you to have faith that yes, you can find a perfect person, that yes, you can save your marriage. Yes, that you guys are ready to get married. Whatever it is, it's like trust and playfulness. That's what I was mentioning. Don't get so serious. Stay playful, stay romantic, laugh it out. You know, most of the relationships that do their best is because they laugh. They laugh at each other. Oh, you're so dumb. Hee 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 hee. Oh, you did this again. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Like, just laugh. Laugh. That takes away so much resentment and tension in relationships. But playfulness is how you're going to be able to recapture your romantic energies. All right. I really suggest for you the love candle, my beautiful Capricorn, that could really help you. The candle in my shop, the love candle that is blessed by Sri Radha Krishna, can really help you in bringing a lot of self-love and love all around you, and to heal your relationships or call in love. You can get that in my shop. Get it today, okay? And also remember that if you still have a lot of questions around love life, relationships, your compatibility with your loved one, then definitely book a private consultation with me today, and we can definitely get all your answers for you today. Alrighty, now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for Mars retrograde. Wow, this is going to be so powerful, and you are definitely having this very strong energy because Mars is aspecting the Saturn that is currently in your sign. And Mars for you is the sixth house of health, daily routines, daily life. And this is actually a very good placement, my beautiful Aquarius. You have a very, very good placement here because Mars is really going to help you to fight the diseases, fight ailments, fight anything that Saturn has been doing in your body. If you've been feeling very depleted, or if you've been feeling like stiff or kind of getting old, Mars here is going to really bring up a lot of energy, is going to heal a lot of your body, but it all requires for you to change your lifestyle. And that is what Mars is doing here. Mars is saying there's something about your lifestyle that needs to go. We need to reevaluate this, maybe getting a better job, having better hours, taking care of the fact that you can sleep better, or that you can eat your meals a day, that you have a healthy lifestyle. That's really where life wants to put you, my beautiful Aquarius. And it is super important that you go towards making a healthier lifestyle, especially at the home sector. So if you live where it's messy, like, change these things. Get very clean. Start having routines around cleanliness. Start having routines around nurturing yourself, eating better. This is going to be very beneficial for you, and that's what Mars exactly wants to do. Some of you guys that are ready to move to a new job, you guys are going to get a better job, a better position. Some of you guys who are ready to have a better, maybe who are unemployed, then I do see that you could be getting a job with this Mars here. But Mars is going to bring you some good energy. I mean, even though it's debilitated and everything in the sixth house, that's some good vibes. So you're going to be doing very well, Aquarius. Life really wants to help you to beat your enemies and obstacles, and it's going to make you be successful in this process. Okay? Just change your diet, change your health, and take care of your lifestyle. Yes. So when it comes to these energies, there's been something where you've just been feeling kind of down, disconnected. And it could have been this Saturn energy that has just been heavy on you for quite some time. And life is not as fun as it used to be because Saturn is here making things very, very, very challenging. And yes, you've been feeling this sort of challenges and tribulations. You've been feeling this sort of conflict and defeat coming together, like, okay, like fight. I'm fighting against life. I'm trying to be better. Or maybe you feel like life is just getting too heavy, too many obstacles, too many duties, and it just gets, you may be having panic attacks or too much overwhelmness of life. But Mars here is going to give you the strength to handle all these obstacles, and you're going to become more resilient. You're going to become more strong. You're going to start seeing like, oh, this is just the battles of life, and that's okay. Like, I can handle them. You're not going to be taken down by them so much. You're going to have even more strength. And I even see that your desires are going to start coming through as well, where you're like, wow, I want to fight for my desires. I want to fight for what I really want. And that is what it wants to ignite in you, to put effort into your passionate desire, since it's going to be going back into your fifth house here. That you use your creative intelligence, that you use your creative desires, this power of creativity to transform your life and to ignite it. So this Mars retrograde is really trying to turn on your desires and to really help you get in alignment with them and go towards them, and to take them seriously. And the only way to take them seriously is by putting them on the schedule, putting them on the list, putting them on the to-do lists, and really taking charge of your life in a more logistical way. And that you're not just sleeping in the laurels thinking about it in your mind, but physically things are not getting done. You're going to get grounded. This is where life wants to help you, wants to help you to make these dreams into material reality. And so Mars here is going to help you with these things. Let's go a little bit more into these. Another message for Aquarius when it comes to Mars retrograding. And you have the courage to ask for and accept help from others. Successful funding is coming here for you. So money and abundance is also going to be coming naturally to you. Move forward with these things. And cooperation instead of competition. So life is really telling you to partner up, get in groups, work together. You are a team person. You are a person that works better with teams, with cooperations, and this could really help you in moving forward. You can be creative with others, and this is how you're going to expand more abundance in your life. You don't have to do it all alone. Don't isolate yourself too much at this time. Mars is really trying to get you ignited with working with others and becoming a better leader and bettering your health and your lifestyle. Alrighty, so those were your messages, my beautiful Aquarius. I hope that they help. I highly suggest for you the Remover of Obstacles candle that is blessed by Ganesh. It is in my shop. You can get it today. Use it while you're praying, meditating, or chanting, or doing your spiritual practices to help you in removing all the blocks in your life. So that is for you, my beautiful Aquarius. If you would like to have more information about your chart or the future of your chart or what is going to be happening, then I highly suggest that you book a personal consultation with me in the description here below. Alrighty, now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for this Mars debilitated and retrograde in Mars. So for you, this is your sister sign, Cancer. And you're definitely going to be feeling it as well. And Mars is going to be retrograding in your 5th house of creativity, of romance, and of children. So for some of you guys, my beautiful Pisces, you guys have had some creative blocks, some romantic blocks, and you are such a creative being. You have so much to give. But there's been these blocks around love, around romance. There's been these blocks around having children or being creative. Maybe you're doubting your creativity. You're just kind of keeping it to yourself. But here, Mars is going to definitely ignite you. It's going to ignite you for romance, ignite you to take risks in love, ignite you to take risks of the heart. You are really cannot, you can, if you feel something, like you're really going to feel your heart beating for this or for that person or for that creative project or for your child. But life wants to ignite your passions, my beautiful Pisces. It's been too passive here for you. There could be a reevaluation in the way that you're handling your relationship with your children. There could be some, maybe you guys are going to revamp your relationship. Do not get angry with your children. Mars here can get you quite explosive, emotionally explosive with your children, and that could hinder your relationship. So be careful with that. Utilize this energy more for creative exploration, creative expression, and for romantic expression as well. Okay, life wants to ignite your heart and help you have some fun. Okay, so have some fun, and not fun with drugs and alcohol, like not just fun like that. I'm talking about child, innocent fun. Fun where you have always loved to paint, then paint. You've always loved to do music, then do music. You've always loved to dance, then dance. Come back to these more innocent ways of having fun, okay? And try to step away from only having fun if you are drinking, only having fun if you are under drugs, or only substances are the things that give you fun times. You can release this right now. Mars wants to bring you back to that inner child and those things that you love doing, that you've always liked doing when you were young. And more than anything, also take away any inhibitions, like make you more uninhibited. If before you were like more hesitant to showcase your talents and yourself, life wants to make you more uninhibited. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pull these out. Yes, the there's been a lot of addictions and a lot of lower temptations and lower energies that are ready to be transformed, and you're ready to start planning and organizing your life once again. Okay, so let's see, what are some other messages that we have for my beautiful Pisces for this Mars retrograding? And we have, yes, you see, it wants to ignite your passion. It wants to turn you on. Ignite your passion to the next level, my beautiful Pisces, and to release any sadness from the past, any sadness, any crying over spilled milk, any feelings like, oh, the disillusions and the grievances of the past. Is like you're letting all that go. Life wants to ignite you, fire you up with some relationship, with some creative project. Go all the way, because doing this is going to bring you a lot of material and spiritual success. You are a creative being because you're a Pisces, period. You came here to create. There's no way around that. Let's pull some cards here for you when it comes to Pisces for this upcoming Mars in Cancer. Past life, you're going to meet somebody. If you're single, you're going to meet somebody that you've known from a past life. There's a karmic relationship here going on. For those of you who are already in a relationship, there's a karmic relationship here going on. So that is why it feels so powerful. You guys have known each other before, and life wants for you to express your love. That's what Mars is going to give you, the balls to express your love, the courage and the drive to say, I love you, I like you, and to go for it, you see, to flirt. So it's a fun one for you, I think. The only thing I will say is, just don't drink too much. Don't have so much fun like that. Don't have so much fun with drugs and things like that. Like, have more fun that it's innocent. Come back to your inner child. Come back to the things that you loved doing when you were young, and flirt. Flirt with life. Extend your lightheartedness to everybody. Stop being so shy. People are ready to feel you. You are so lovable. So go for it, my beautiful Pisces. Express your love. Love is here for you. So I do suggest for you the love candle. That could definitely bring a lot of love, self-love, and love of life overall. So definitely get that at my shop. It is blessed by Sri Radha Krishna, and you can use it while you are praying, meditating, or chanting, or doing your spiritual practices. Alrighty, so those were your messages, my beautiful Pisces. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Thank you, everybody, my brothers and my sisters, for being here for this video on Mars debilitated and going retrograde in Cancer. Maybe in the future, I will be doing another one for Mars, since it's going to be a long transit. Thank you guys so much. Truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for sharing this video with your loved ones. And thank you so much for all the love. Hari Krishna and Hari Bol. And I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Hari Bol.